yelled, but it wasn't like, you yelled, but it wasn't.
Go. We started 3 minutes ago. Do we start on 3 or do we start after we say 3? We've been on the air now. And the camera's been zoomed in on Phil's face the whole time. What kind of show is this? we got 3 viewers, so we're wearing blue lights. We're doing this.
I love them. Linda, I love them. Oh, you didn't wear your French one though.
No, because,
Yeah, I thought you were gonna change from the French.
Go get it. You got 2 minutes.
No, we don't have time. Yeah, that was why I asked that another April.
yeah, but you would see that it's not the same.
That's all right.
Marsha, it's public access.
It is. Okay, everybody. What? We'll just say go, right? When we're supposed to go.
She said it was gonna be like 8:02.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to the Renegades Reboot. You are our first live audience. Yay! Woo-hoo! So this evening, the Renegades Reboot and WHC-TV present Murder on the Orient Access by Jacques Lamarre. Yay! Woo! Featuring our cast, Linda Belt as Agatha Krusty, Ed Bernstein as Emile Tortiere, Kathleen Marie Clark as Miss Maples, Bill Godek as Norman Creton, Marsha Howard Karp as Celeste Poutine, Rick Fiocco as Bert Gaydil, and of course, Mr. Peckers as himself, or herself, we're not sure. I'm the director, Rhea Martin. I will be reading the stage directions. So. Murder on the Orient Access by Jacques Lamarre. The setting, Orient, Maine, yesterday. The set is a cable access studio. TV screens show funny titles for upcoming programs and town announcements. Slates come up reading Orient Public Access and proudly serving the communities of Orient, Almost, and Cary Plantation. Other slides highlight real businesses in Orient. Kevin Stubbs Trucking, Bartlett County Store, Hayes Drywall, and enjoy our area attractions, South Amity Cemetery. The screen shows a countdown. Colored lights flash as the TV screens shift to show a cheesy computer-generated title card for Someone's in the Kitchen with Krusty. A tinny Casio keyboard theme plays. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Orient, Maine, Public Access's #1 show, Someone's in the Kitchen with Krusty, with your host, me, Agatha Krusty. What are you doing here? This is my time slot. Do you mind? I'm on the air. Wait, what are you doing with that? Chainsaw. Put that down. No.
Lights out. TVs cut to a screen reading, sorry, technical difficulties. Oopsie. Lights back up on the curtain, now splattered with blood. Norman Creton walks in.
I told Vanelda, cornstarch wasn't going to get that stain out.
Miss Maples walks in.
You got to soak blood in Coca-Cola overnight, am I right?
I would not know, Mr. Creton. Whenever I have to remove a stubborn blood stain, I use Wahink. It gets it out, well, in a wink.
Wink, you say?
No, wink.
Why, Hink?
Yes.
As in,
Yes, as in.
why don't you call it Wink?
Oh, because they spell with an H.
Why?
No, with an H.
I mean, why do they spell it with an H?
I am not quite sure why. Oh, but it does get a vicious blood stain out with a wink.
Well, that's one wicked piss of blood stain. I had no idea Agatha had that much blood in her.
Yes, she appears to have been a bleeder.
Yeah. Well, haven't seen that much blood since I plowed down that family of deer over on Bounty Road. I was picking dough out of my fender for a month. Yeah.
But you do know how to make lemonade, Norman. I think we were all grateful for that venison jerky that Christmas.
Yeah, my pleasure, Miss Maples. You got a dehydrator. Why not use it, right?
I'm afraid the Christmas party is going to be not so festive this year, what with all this gruesome affair.
Hopefully we'll get these stains out before the station party.
And just who is going to replace her entree for the covered dish potluck? Casseroles don't just bake themselves. And, well...
And
as some time has passed, we have to start thinking about what's best for this community access station, you know.
well,
And for the citizens of Orient, you know.
yeah.
And we can't be getting all mired in the past, you know. I can tell you're getting sentimental.
Agatha was murdered 2 days ago.
We have to move on, Norman. We can't just air Best of Agatha Christie in perpetuity.
No one says we are gonna air Agatha in perpetuity.
It's been 2 days. 2 days, and you already run 2 reruns. This can't go on forever. You have to look to the future.
Celeste Poutine enters. She is a clairvoyant.
Back off, Maples. That's my job.
Well, hello there, Celeste.
Hello, Norman.
Miss Poutine, I was not trying to do your job. I am simply trying to figure out who should get Agatha's recently vacated time slot in Community Orient Access.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
If it was, that slot would be yours.
I had a vision
Of what?
of another victim.
Oh, are you admitting you're the murderer?
No, I'm just helping the murders are within earshot.
Ladies, as the station manager, the mayor of Orient, and the host of Let's Shoot Something, I think we all should calm down and wait until everyone's arrived before we hash this out.
And who are we waiting for?
Duh. You don't need a psychic to figure that one out. Bert Gade-Eel.
Oh, or a giant fraud, for that matter.
What?
You heard me.
Are you calling me giant?
Oh, I yield the floor.
Madames and messieurs of Orient, Maine, please welcome to the station that star of stage and screen,
Bert enters carrying a live chicken.
Mr. Peckers! Say bonjour to the nice people, Mr. Peckers. Hi.
Hi, Mr. Peckers.
Hi.
Get that thing out of my face.
Sent the buzzer to the chicken. Hi.
Sorry to tell you, Bert, but it looks like your Mr. Peckers is a little lady.
Yes, technically Mr. Peckers is technically a hen, but he's been playing pants role since he was a mere hatchling. Right, Mr. Peckers? He says, I've been a dude since I was a chick.
Since we are all, however regrettably, here, can we please get on with the business of settling who will be getting the plum slot on Orient Community Access?
Well, to help Orient work through this trauma, I would be delighted to extend astral projecting with Celeste Pontoon an additional hour when we go back to my original time slot of 7:30. See, my fans have been positively clamoring for more call-in time.
Have they really?
Absolutely.
Poppycock!
It's true. My episode on Geloscopy had huge ratings.
Oh, the one where you taught viewers fortunes through their laughter?
Well, yeah, you can divine the future through a person's laughter.
They were laughing at you, not for you.
Not true.
Oh, plus your caftan slipped off.
Yeah, your ratings weren't the only thing that were huge.
Well, demons possess my bra.
Yeah, it's very kind of you to offer the Reverend Connor to perform an exorcism on your chest. Yeah.
Well, that would have been ratings gold.
Your show has 3 viewers.
Well, just imagine a poltergeist ripping open my bra.
I could put Mr. Peckers in a sheet, and we can have him be a... Wait for it. A poltergeist! Yeah!
Simmer down, Mr. Peckers.
He's just excited that Poultry Playhouse may move to primetime after a rousing production of Love's Labor's Laid by Mr. Peckers has been busy preparing for The Eggman Cometh.
And who is going to play the Eggman?
I am the Eggman.
You are the Eggman.
You are the walrus.
Cuckoo-ca-choo.
Oh, whoa.
Is Mr. Peckers the one that molts all over the studio?
No, that's her co-star, Buff Orpington. He hates having to get into costume at 6 a.m. for our Tuesday morning time slot.
Oh, you can blame her and her demonic
Yeah.
bra.
Hey!
Since the station moved you to 11 p.m. because of your wardrobe malfunction, I got moved to 7 a.m. It ruined my revival of Old Cow Cutlet.
Can we please proceed with the matter at hand, Norman? Tapping into Orient with Miss Maples must move to the 8 p.m. slot.
Now, just a minute.
No one watches your show.
It's too syrupy.
Oh, Mayor, are you going to stop waffling? My show sells like hotcakes, you crepe.
Well, who's to say I won't move my show to Agatha's spot? I am the station manager.
Oh, you cannot put Let's Shoot Something during the family hour. It has to be something wholesome, like the delicious brown nectar of this region's red maple.
Half the town are hunters.
And thanks to half of the town keeps trying to shoot my cast. Right, Mr. Peckers?
Isn't that a conflict of interest for the mayor and owner of Creton's Quality Firearms to take the best time slot?
I know we all have what you call a conflict of interest. So I've called in an investigator.
An investigator?
Wait, what if one of us has a bench warrant for soliciting? Hashtag just asking for a friend.
Norman, is this really necessary?
Maybe y'all forgot, but there was a murder here.
And I say, the murderer is in this very room.
Thunderclap and lightning.
Oh! The murderer is among us.
Oui, madame.
Oui.
Emile!
Monsieur Creton. Non, ne me touche pas.
What? But we're friends, mon ami!
Pas aujourd'hui, not today. Vous êtes
Une pause dramatique.
unsuspect.
What?
Vous et vous êtes unsuspect. Et vous êtes unsuspect. And vous êtes unsuspect. And vous êtes un poulet. And unsuspect.
Not Mr. Peckers. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, he might eat a fly. Yeah.
Everyone is suspect.
I think I just tinkled myself.
Before you go pointing that French toasted finger at everyone, pray, identify yourself.
Je m'appelle Émile Tortier, world-famous French-Canadian detective. Je suis stationed dans le village de Forestville, located dans la province de New Brunswick, dans le sovereign state de Canada, at the service la reine Elizabeth II.
Isn't that across the border?
Oh oui, madame.
Then what the hell are you doing over here?
No matter where it occurs, murder is my business.
Oh, this murder certainly isn't the bee's knees.
I agree, madame. But Orient, Maine is but 5 kilometers from Forestville. As such, your murderer may be our murderer. Perhaps you have heard of one, Darius Thornton.
No.
No, can't say that I have.
He shot his 2 nieces in the head in cold blood and fled the scene of the crime.
When was that?
1942.
And you think he killed Agatha Christie?
No, that was 76 years ago.
Oh.
You have eliminated yourself as suspect. You're too stupid to commit. You're too stupid to commit murder most foul.
I could never commit a murder most foul. Get it? Foul? With a W? Yes!
Well, as you are out of your local, regional, and national jurisdiction, I refuse to participate in your investigation.
I have been, how you say, deputized by votre government.
What?
Le mayor requested my présence.
Norman?
Oui, oui.
Wait, again? I just wee-weed a minute ago.
No. So de jure, none of you are under government safe.
I asked Monsieur Tortel
Oui.
to get to the bottom of this, Mother. We have to cleanse this town before we can decide who gets Agatha's time slot.
But I had a smudging ceremony yesterday, and I spent a fortune on sage.
It smelled like pot to me.
Well, my dealer said it was sage.
If you insist on intruding in our country...
Madame, we have been flooded with les Americans crossing our border since November 2016. Surely you can permit one Canadian.
Yes, you are welcome to do your job, Emile.
Humph.
Pourquoi le humph? You have no gendarme?
We do so!
Oh, sheriff was Agatha Christie.
Maybe Lady McNuggets can be our new sheriff. She starred in my production of Starsky and Chicken Hutch.
Et maintenant, I must search for the clues that will solve this mystery.
Oh, might as well. The sooner you lock her up, the sooner I get my time slot.
Lock me up?
Miss Maples.
You heard me.
I couldn't have killed Agatha. I was traveling in the astral planes on Monday night.
Lies! I have it on very good authority that you were arrested by an undercover police officer in Holton on Monday.
I've never even been to Holton.
And he said that one Celeste Poutine was offering male patrons in the parking lot of Tang's Chinese something called... Pardonnez-moi. You offered Officer Moose Knuckle something called the Fantail Shrimp Combo.
I had leftovers.
There's a reason no one wants to eat leftovers.
Especially for $50 and the ride back to Orient.
Well, I must have just accidentally astral projected to Holton.
Laguerre said he kicked you out of his truck.
Well, he hell of a lumberjack that he turned out to be.
So you don't deny you were in Holton on Monday night?
I do deny it. I have been framed.
We, in the Holton post office.
Well, for spending the night in prison, my hair looks really cute.
Which means you must not be our killer. And your hair? It is not that cute.
Well, looks like you're off the hook, Celeste.
Yeah, yippers, skippers, woo!
By the way, the lumberjack was found with his axe in his back.
Well, it wasn't me. I was hooking at Tang's Chinese.
Which leaves Mrs. Maple and Norman Creton.
What about you?
I'm too stupid, remember?
Is true.
Well, what about the other 144 residents of Orient?
143. You got to subtract Agatha.
Whose side are you on?
Who do you think has to worry about the tax base in a town of 147 people?
146.
Yeah.
Hold on. 163 if you count my plump little thespians.
I've already interviewed the other residents of Orient today, and they have airtight alibis for that evening.
How is that even possible?
There was a moose fry at the Grange Hall that night.
And what's to say that I wasn't at the moose fry?
Because no one invited you.
That is not true.
I spoke to 144 people today, and to a person they admitted, no one in town likes you.
Pshaw!
In fact, everyone in Orient in person agreed not to invite you to Le Moose Fry.
Norman, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh. I am one of Orient's most prominent citizens from a fabled sugaring dynasty.
Yeah. Well, you do have a bit of a reputation.
Hey, I thought I was the one with the reputation.
I'll second that one.
Thank you.
Monsieur Tourtière, I want to file charges of my own.
For what?
Character assassination.
Oh, shit.
Miss Maples. Au revoir on Monday night.
I was glued to my TV watching Agatha Christie get filleted with a chainsaw. That's what everyone with cable does on a Monday night in Orient.
Well, unless there's a moose fry.
Better a moose than one of my chickens.
Do you honestly think that I would murder Agatha? She was my best friend.
No. She hated you too.
What?
She thought you were a sap.
Oh, maple humor. I'd make a run for the border, but they'd issue, wait for it, an Amber Alert.
So, you admit that you killed Agatha Christie?
I most certainly do not.
Good. Because you did not do the deed.
Oh, that must mean it was Norman.
No.
Were you at the moose fry?
No, he was not.
No, it wasn't. No.
Well, he wasn't at Tang's Chinese.
No, it wasn't. No.
And I didn't see him at the coop. I was busy stitching dresses for hens and hen's ability.
Let's hope that it's better than your lamentable production of Fried and Breaded Judist.
Yeah.
So, Monsieur Mayor, au revoir at 8 p.m. on Monday night.
I was indisposed.
Do you have an alibi?
One, but he's not talking.
And pourquoi is that?
Because I put an axe in his back.
Oh, you killed my boyfriend.
Roland was on your boyfriend.
Well, I told him he was so I could get a ride to Holton.
Because he was my boyfriend.
You're gay?
We must not jump to conclusion.
Doesn't seem like a particularly far jump.
I saw him getting in his truck with a floozy.
Well, that was me.
Roland and I got in a big fight during Agatha's show, and I accidentally hacked him to death.
Monsieur Tourtière, arrest him.
I cannot.
Why not? Clearly, he's a murderer.
Number one, he could not have killed Agatha Christie as he was fighting with his boyfriend during her live TV show. Number two, he has not paid me yet.
Well, if I was in a holding cell.
And I was watching TV.
and I was killing my boyfriend.
And I'm too stupid.
Who is the killer?
The killer is... Monsieur Pecker!
What?
He has le motive. He has le means. He has l'opportunité.
L'opportunité?
He did l'operetto.
You got a point.
It can't be Mr. Pecker.
Première. Monsieur Pecker's had motive. Aside from desiring the juicy 8 p.m. time slot, Agatha Krusty's recipe that evening was... Coco vin. She must have been eyeing Pecker's juicy thighs for quite some time.
She was always staring at my girls.
Deuxième. Pecker's had means. Poultry Playhouse had recently produced Kentucky Chainsaw Massacre. He must have kept the props safely tucked away in his nest.
He always made excuses as to why I couldn't check for eggs.
Et trois. Opportunité. While you were stitching costumes for your invincibility, Pecker's flew the coop. He snuck into the studio and killed Agatha. Immediate moment after, he tried to run across the Canadian border.
Why, Peckers? Why?
To get to the other side.
Norman, just chop his head off.
No, he'll still run away.
Surrender the chicken.
No! I cannot!
You can have the 8 p.m. time slot.
Oh, okay, here you go.
I want that time slot.
Yeah, Celeste is an exhibitionist.
Got me there.
And I'm a mother, and everyone hates you, and it's the only thing that makes sense.
Wait, none of this makes sense.
It doesn't have to. It's community access.
End of play.
Jacques, can you come up here?
Thank you so much.
And thank you for supporting West Hartford Community Television. The one thing I knew that I could do swear stuff, but they're like, you can't make fun of us. And there really is an Orient, Maine, and there really are only 147 people in town, and I don't think they have a community access television. Not anymore. We're gonna take our show up there.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
All right, thank you.